A rainy night here in Briarwood. It's week 4 of the American football season. The Cobras are 1-2, heading back home. They last opened their home series against the Zaxton Zebras. Were blown out in that one. Hoping to improve to 500, they take on the Clericborough Tigers tonight, live from Sanford Park in Briarwood. Tigers in white in their alternate blacks, hoping to change up the luck they had in their opening week at home here, are the Cobras. They will kick off in deference of the coin toss, which they won. They have kicked off to open every single game so far. Have only scored first in one. That was the game that they actually ended up winning, as Smith down there for the Tigers. Ball at the 21 to start the game. Nick Mullins back behind center for the Tigers. Motions the tight end and hands the ball off there. Stopped short of the line of scrimmage. Now an injury timeout for John Bostic on the Briarwood side. 2nd and 11 now. Mullins back in the gun. Back to pass. Tosses short, wide side to the running back. And a negative 3-yard reception there. Puts Chandler back, and it's 3rd and 14. Ball at the 17. Half a minute has gone by in this one. They find themselves 3rd and deep, trying not to be 3 and out and having to punt to start on the road here. Clericborough 0-3, and Nick Mullins forced to throw that away. A single completed pass for negative 3 yards, and they'll be forced to punt on a 4th and 14. So, 0-3, the Tigers hoping to stay above relegation. They have been a yo-yo team for the last several seasons. Last year was their first non-promotion or relegation season, in either tier for the last 7 years. Venner Jones averages 2.3 interceptions per game, hoping to change that up here. Keeps it himself, runs to the right, and has excellent position as he jumps out of bounds into the 40, but across into Tigers territory. Single play, single run, first down. Jones handing this one off to Raj Aman, has space, finds a first down himself, and even further as he's now down at the 26, a 14-yard carry. And the run game clearly working in the rain here in Briarwood. Another handoff to Aman. Stopped just past the line of scrimmage. Lands about 3 on the play. Ball at the 23. It's 2nd and 7. Another handoff to Aman. This one well read. Stopped short of the line to gain. Now it's 3rd and 10 as he loses the 3 yards he picked up on the last run. Third and 10 wide of the red zone. Jones back in the gun. 3 receivers on the right side will go to the air. Throws this one short. And broken up. It'll be 4th and 10, presumably kicking a field goal from 43 yards into this open end here at Sanford Park. Kick there well wide. That one shanked to the side. Well left of the goalpost, and it'll be a scoreless game, as weather definitely a factor here tonight. The stadium, despite the large canopies covering all of the seats, is open air, especially on that east end zone. Handoff there. Stopped short of the line of scrimmage. And the Tigers continue to lose yards on offense. 2nd and 11 now, following the missed field goal. Nick Mullins back in the gun. Hands this one off again. Finds the 35-yard line. 3rd and 8 now. Another handoff. Stopped at the line. And another 3 and out for the Tigers. right out to punt again. Already his second punt in the first quarter here. This one, Nervsenworth, returning from the 30. Tackled well at the 33, just 3 yards on that return, one of his shortest this season. Venner Jones back out there, trying to get the offense going. Made a single pass attempt. Was incomplete for a first down. Stays on the ground. This one, Raj Aman. Gets 2 yards on the play, 2nd and 8. Jones back to pass. Cutting to the middle. Intercepted. And well above 1 a game. That continuing now is Hicks with the interception at the linebacker position. Jones certainly going to blame that on the weather, but he has been consistent with the interception so far this season. Mullins back on the offense, ball at the 37-yard line. Will keep this himself, going to the air, up the middle. A completed pass, the first of the game for positive yards. Mullins now 2 for 3. That one a 16-yard pickup. Ball now just shy of the red zone at the 21. 30 seconds remain in this first quarter, still scoreless. Mullins keeps going to the side, slipped out of his hand and found by the cameraman over on the sideline. 2nd and 10 now, 21 seconds. Ball at the 21. Mullins hands it off. Going wide. Stopped short of the first down marker, and this will bar a timeout, take us to the end of the first quarter. So we switch sides. Now the Tigers will be going into the windy end of this stadium. They have a 3rd and 1 at the 12. A new 6-minute clock will start the second quarter. Fakes the handoff. Play action now. Going up the middle. Stopped just short of the end zone. That was Adam Thielen. Short of the end zone. It's 1st and goal. Ball at the 1. Looking to punch this one in. He'll keep and pass. And find an end zone by way of passing. A touchdown by Johnny Munt. And the first to score are the Clericborough Tigers. 6-0. Could be 7 with a made extra point here, but with the weather, can never be too certain. That one is good. So 7-0, the Tigers start the scoring here in Briarwood. Nick Mullins 3 for 5, an excellent rush downfield, able to pick up a touchdown through the air. Nervsenworth receives this kick at the 4-yard line. Stays on his feet, finally taken down at the 25. So Venner Jones back out there following the interception. Very few yards from either team in this one. Aman, off the fake play action pass, gets 3 on the play. 2nd and 7. They have 35 total yards to Clericborough's 34 total yards. Aman makes a move, gets 2 more on the play. It's 3rd and 5. Jones in the gun, going to the air. Has a man up the middle. His first completed pass to the correct team. He's now 1 for 3. A 16-yard pickup there. And they'll have this near midfield, a new set of downs, 1st and 10 with 4 to go in the quarter. Jones back to pass again. Across the field, slips out of his hand and well ahead of Jamie Courts there. It'll be 2nd and 10. As Jones now 1 for 4 in the pocket. Handoff to Aman. Going wide. Tackled for a gain of 3. 3rd and 7. Ball at the 50. Back to pass. Has a man up the middle. Able to catch it there. And a first down. As McLaurin has a 13-yard pickup. Ball at the 37 now as they are driving downfield. Jones back in the gun. Handoff to Aman. Unable to secure the gap. Gets 4 on the play. Ball now at the 32. It's 2nd and 6. Jones back to pass. Has a man up the middle. Flag on the play. Nervsenworth with the catch. Carries this one into the 10-yard line. And holding on the play, called on the offense. This one will go against the right tackle, Sam Cosme. So that backs him up to 2nd and 16 now. As we approach the 2-minute warning. They will get a playoff before the warning. And Jones, no receivers, throws down the sideline. And picks up a first down, somewhat surprisingly. A short pass, but nearly 10 yards after the reception, picks up a first down and the ball at the 23-yard line after the 2-minute warning here. Jones, single back. Going to the air. Airing this one up in the end zone. Bobbled and dropped. 2nd and 10 now. Clock is stopped. Minute 51 to play in this first half. Amon trying to break tackles. Gets into the red zone. Ball across into the 19-yard line. 3rd and 6 now. Jones fakes the handoff. Running to the left. Has a man. Intercepted near the goal line. He had Nervsenworth open and he just missed through it, underthrew it. And a red zone interception takes the Tigers back the other way and no score. As another interception gives an average of 2 per game to Venner Jones. Tackle Chandler has 6 rushes for only 7 yards. It's 2nd and 12 now. Close to a safety, a timeout taken by the Tigers. Rain pouring down onto the Sanford Park crowd. Mentioned earlier, most of the seats are under a canopy. Thank goodness for these fans in attendance. Still a sold-out crowd. Stopped at the 2-yard line. Another timeout taken by the Tigers, trying to stop the clock. Just under a minute to go in the half. Looking to make this a 2-score game. Prior to halftime, Mullins back in the gun. Another handoff. This one stopped at the line of scrimmage. 8 rushes for just 7 yards. It's 4th and 12 now. Ball at the 2-yard line, and Wright will be forced to punt out of the back of the end zone. Timeout taken by the Cobras, their first of the half. They stop the clock with 20 seconds. They'll have time to presumably return this from midfield. Wright kicks this one just shy of the 45. Nervsenworth running this one to the side. Has it across the 40. Ball at the 39. 11 seconds. Time for potentially 2 plays. Very unlikely they'll go for a deep field goal, having missed one short of 40 earlier in this one. Intercepted again. Threw into double coverage. And 2 seconds on the game clock. As 3 interceptions now in the first half for Venner Jones. Now keep in mind, they tried to put Carson Wentz in last game, and he himself threw his own interception. It was a 4-interception game. For the Cobras, they still ended up winning a great final drive. Cobras will retain possession to start the second half here. It's 7-0, a low-scoring affair in the rain. Nervsenworth, from near the goal line, makes a move, unable to get past the 25, brings it out to the 23. Venner Jones, 3 for 9, only 49 yards through the air and 3 interceptions. Could certainly hand the ball off, but Amon not breaking through the way he'd like to. Including right there. He gets 3 yards on the play. Depending on where you spot the ball, it's 2nd and 8. Jones again going to the air. Has a man up the middle. Wide open was Nervsenworth. Makes a move. Can't get past the safety. Ball at the 43, but a first down. Now 67 passing yards for Venner Jones. Hoping to finally get some points on the board for this Briarwood squad. Motioning the tight end. Handoff. Amon, unable to get through the line of scrimmage. 11 rushes for only 35 yards. 2nd and 10 now. Ball at the 43. Jones back to pass. Up the middle. Caught there. And an excellent catch and carry across the first down marker by McLaurin. 1st and 10. Ball across midfield now at the 44 of the Tigers. Jones back to pass. Has a man short, miss through that one. Almost intercepted again as he well overthrew the receiver. And that one he is obviously blaming on the rain. Fakes another handoff. Chased. Has a man deep. And this one swatted away at the last second. Had a man. Just underthrew the route that time. 3rd and 10 now. Jones a handoff. Open carry for Raj Aman. Not able to get to the line. And it's 4th and 4. Looked like he had it for a second. And then suddenly lost it. And they are not going to risk the field goal here. And they are going to go for it. So 4th and 4. They could punt it deep. But they're in desperate need of points right now. And Jones. Handoff. Up the middle to Aman. Short. And 3 minutes to play in the third. Turnover on downs now. Questionable play call there. And the Tigers now have the ball at their own 38-yard line. Mullins. Handoff. Breaks a tackle. Finds midfield. His own 49 now. Chandler. 9 rushes for 19 yards. That might be one of his longest of the day. A first down finally for these Tigers. Mullins now. Handoff. Huge hit, but a 7-yard gain. 8-yard gain, excuse me. 2nd and 2. Run game working for the Tigers. Mullins. Hands off. Fumble. Picked up by the Briarwood Cobras. And Bostic has a fumble recovery. As this crowd back on their feet, but there is a booth review to see if the runner was down. Let's see if this one holds up. And this one is overturned. Ball remains with the Tigers. It'll be first down. And this crowd not happy with that call, obviously, but was the right call. Staying on his feet somehow. 4-yard gain there. Chase Young able to chase down from the opposite tackle position. Mullins, 2nd and 6. Looking to add to this lead. Back to pass. Has to throw this one away. 3rd and 6 now. Clock stops with 56 seconds to go in the third. Mullins up the middle. Caught. And a first down there for Johnson. His first reception of the game. And a new set of downs for the Tigers as they are driving downfield. Fakes the handoff. Another catch. Another first down for Johnson. And whatever Mullins is doing, it's working. Clock winding down here in the third. They will get a playoff. It's a handoff. And dropped for a 3-yard gain. As it's 7-0 all about the Tigers. Nothing going the right way for the Cobras here at home. A very rainy night at Sanford Park. Mullins. Driving. Has the running back. Short. No, he got the line of gain. Looked like he was down by within a yard, but 1st and goal from the 3 now. Mullins looking to punch this one in. Back to pass. Throws this one. Touchdown. Adam Thielen. And the Tigers up 2 touchdowns. Could be 14 with a point after. This one is good. So successful offense from the Tigers so far this game, and still nothing going for the Cobras. Kickoff taken from the 7. And makes it out to the 23, but no further. Poor return there, and Jones looking to get something done. Offense obviously scrambling. Has a man. Incomplete. Underthrown there. He's 5 for 14, 3 interceptions. Throws into traffic. Unable to catch the ball. And now 5 for 15. Jones, looking at his men, has Courts deep. Courts wide open. And a first down to Jamie Courts. I believe that's his first reception of the game. And finally some offense going to stabilize this team here. Jones, back to pass. Rips one towards Courts. Broken up by the cornerback there. 2nd and 10. Still a lot of time as long as this defense can perform following a potential Cobras touchdown. Throws behind the man. And just short of the first down, they mark him a yard short. And time will wind down now as Courts needs a touchdown. Excuse me, Jones needs a touchdown. It would be nice if he could reach for Courts. Has a man near the side. And running out of bounds is the tight end. Jones now 8 for 19 with 135 yards passing. Turner, his first reception of the game. 4 minutes to play here. Cobras down 14, have all of their timeouts. Ball at the 20. Has a man up the middle, throws this one short. Stays inbounds, gain of 4. Clock winding down now. Leads a man for a potential touchdown. Jamie Courts has it. And that's exactly what he needed. Courts had 2 touchdowns last game. And the Nebraska connection works its magic. So long as this kick can go through, they're in good shape, and it is. 14-7. 3.5 minutes to play. A big defensive stop needed now by this Briarwood defense. Stopped at the 20. Poor return. Nick Mullins now was cruising last time out. Let's see if they're able to get anything done on offense for these Tigers. Have not won a game yet this season. Under pressure, throws short. A 4-yard gain, 3-yard gain. Spot the ball at the 24. 2nd and 7. Handoff. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle. Finally down 3 yards short of the line to gain. Clock winding down to the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 3. Mullins. Back in the gun. Handoff. Tackled short. 4th and 2. And a timeout taken by the Cobras as they will return the punt with just under 2 minutes to go in this game. Momentum on their side, but still down 7. Right with the punt. This one fielded just shy of his own 40 and gets this one out to his own 40. Bringing back Venner Jones onto the field. A wet night here in Briarwood at Sanford Park. Was successful last time out. Goes for the out route. Across the middle, has a man. Looking to get out of bounds, unable to do so. Time winding down, they'll call the timeout. Ball across midfield to the 46. . looking up the field. Has a man wide open. Up the middle, it's Jamie Courts. And just down at the 1 yard line, unable to cross into the end zone. A lot of time left. A minute to play. Jones going for the handoff. Handoff doesn't work. Time winding down. 2nd and goal. Ball at the goal line. Amon. Still not getting into the end zone. 3rd and goal. Last timeout taken. Jones rips this one to the end zone. Finally a touchdown. Jamie Courts again. Now the question is, do they tie the game or do they go for 2? They are bringing the PAT unit out there. And the kick, just barely good. Fans holding their breath there. It is a tie game. And under 30 seconds to play here in this one. Just over 30, excuse me. 36 seconds. A kickoff. Kicked just to the goal line. And returned by the Tigers. Out to the 21-yard line. Would likely need a touchdown. With this weather, a deep field goal probably not going to cut it. Mullins tossing to the side. Gets a single yard on the play. 2 yards, 2nd and 8. Greg Joseph, his target is the 40-yard line, looking for a 57-yarder. But you might want to even get closer than that in this pouring rain. Mullins hands the ball off. A timeout taken. Ball now at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Mullins to pass. Short pass. Out to the 39. Rips this one to the sideline. It'll be 3rd and 8 with 14 seconds. Mullins back to pass. Keeps it himself. Runs up the middle. Drilled there. Fumbles the football. Picked up. And Briarwood, with 3 seconds on the clock, a fumble recovery off the run by Nick Mullins. They have the ball at the 43-yard line. There's where the receivers line up. Venner Jones, back to pass. Has a man deep. In the end zone. Incomplete, and that'll take us to overtime. Jones, his stats improved significantly now. He's completed over half of his passes. As we enter overtime, here from Sanford Park, pouring rain. And the Tigers electing to receive the ball, having won the toss. Sly with the kick. Returned from the goal line. Gets out to the 24. That'll set up Nick Mullins in this offense. Fumbled the football the last time he had it. Their only turnover that was not overturned. Handoff. Stopped at the line, short of the line. A 2-yard loss on the play. He's marked down at the 22. 2nd and 12. Another handoff. Gets 1 yard on the play. 3rd and 11. Need a lot more than that to get anything going in this overtime period. Mullins. Back in the gun. Keeps it. Looking to pass. Thrown up the middle, almost intercepted. There was a linebacker in the area, and they'll be forced to punt. As great field position awaits the Cobras at home. Kicking into the covered end. If they do go for the field goal, this one returned to the 47, their own 47. Not quite to midfield, and Venner Jones back on the field. Handoff. Well short of the line, dropped for 2 yards. Second and 12. Going deep for it. Going up for it. Nothing going. Third and 12. Jones back to pass. Has a man down the side. Short gain. 4th and 8 now. Not where this team wants to be. And they'll be forced to punt it here in overtime. Deep punt. Great punt. And stopped just shy of the 20. They'll mark him down at the 20. In any other weather, that's a perfect punt. Nick Mullins from his own 20. Next score wins. Chased back. Forced to throw it away as he is taken down there. 2nd and 10. Handoff. 3-yard gain. 3rd and 7 now, the ball at the 24-yard line. Mullins back to toss. Intercepted. The first interception for Nick Mullins this game. And this Briarwood Cobras crowd on their feet as they are in prime scoring position with 3 minutes to go here in overtime. Jones hands it off to Amon, trying to break a hole. Able to get 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 now. Continuing on the ground. Amon to the outside. Unable to get more than 2 on the play. 3rd and 2 now. As they will keep going with the run game. Amon breaks through, 1st down, and more. One of his longest rushes of the day. He's into the 9-yard line. And this team looks to continue to push this ball forward. They'll keep the offense out there. Less than 2 minutes to play here. They still have their 2 timeouts of overtime left. And Jones, another handoff to Amon. Gets 3 on the play. Ball at the 6. As clock now, 1:20. Hand off to Amon. Trying to break through. Just shy. Ball at the 1-yard line. A minute to play. 3rd and goal. Jones, keep it himself. Stopped. But the ball at the 2-yard line. And prime position for a timeout to end this game with a field goal. They kept it off as long as they possibly could, and now icing the kicker are the Tigers. An overtime win is a win regardless. 19-yard field goal. Sly with the kick to win the game. It's up, and it's good, and the Briarwood Cobras advance to 2-2 with that kick there off the foot of Sly. An excellent finish to this one. Great offensive finish despite another dreadful start for Venner Jones. Clericborough Tigers move now to 0-4. Briarwood 2-2. They have another home game next week as they face the Sharing Hikers here again on hopefully a sunny day at Sanford Park. But the final score, 17-14. Our player of the game with 2 touchdowns, Jamie Courts. Another excellent game from the wide receiver from the University of Nebraska. Join us next week as the Cobras face the Hikers here at Sanford Park. Until the next time, we will see you very, very soon.